Hey everybody, it's me, Daniel Hutchins, and today we are talking about an article from our friends Cinema Blend. So today from Cinema Blend, we are going to be talking about Venom again. So Venom 2 has screened, and you can see what people are saying about the sequel, Let There Be Carnage. This was from yesterday, around the morning, actually. So, back in 2018, the highly anticipated comic book movie was finally released, Venom, which is one of the most popular characters in Spider-Man universe, which was getting his own movie. It was a big deal for fans of the monstrous black creature, but the movie itself wasn't without its controversy. Now, many fans hoped for a dark and violent R-rated film, something that would let the character really cut loose. Instead, the Venom movie was a bit, silly. However, the movie did not suffer for this, as Venom went on to the bank over $850 million at the global box office. That was good enough for the sequel, and Venom Let There Be Carnage is already almost here. But while the sequel will almost certainly not do quite as well as the box office due to circumstances beyond Venom's control, the first movie certainly had a lot of fans that were excited for the sequel, Let There Be Carnage. However, Cinema Blend's own writer, Sean OConnor, says that Venom 2 might actually create new fans of its own. He admitted to not loving the first movie, but he likes the sequel just fine. Now, Sean OConnor is a friend of ours from the comic book universe, and he had posted something on Twitter, and you can go to his Twitter page, and you could see it from there. You can also see a picture of it screenshotted on Cinema Blend. But whether or not you agree with the first Venom having a bad script, it's difficult to say for any movie to overcome that. But it wasn't the fact that the movie was so wild that was the problem. It was that the movie didn't go hard enough for the audience, leading to the film that maybe didn't quite know what was trying to be. Okay. So, however, not all critics think that Venom Let There Be Carnage is inherently a better movie than the predecessor. Others are in the opinions that Venom 2 is largely more of the same from Venom. This, of course, is a good thing. If you like Venom, but you didn't like Let There Be Carnage, is bigger, not necessarily better. Now, that's an understatement. Never believe understatements unless you have a good reason. Again, we have another friend from Comic Book Universe, Jermaine Lucia. He also tweeted something on Twitter too. And you can check him out too, and you can also see the screenshot image here on Cinema Blend. Hold up. Okay, so whether Venom Let There Be Carnage is better will be a little bit up to the individual to judge. Now, what does seem clear, however, is that the movie is ultimately more of the same, which is to say that it's absolutely bonkers. The first film surprised people with just how off the rails it was going to go, and this movie is certainly continuing that tradition. Now, if your favorite part was the battle between Tom Hardy, Eddie Brock, and Venom, there's the good chance, guys, that there's good news, because that relationship gets even more insane in the sequel. Another friend from Comic Book Universe tweeted on Twitter. His name is Mike Ryan. So our friend from Comic Book Universe, Mike Ryan, tweeted on Twitter, Venom Let There Be Carnage. My gosh, these movies are so stupid. I can't help how much I enjoyed them, but I could watch 10 more movies of Eddie and Venom calling each other losers. There's this brief scene where Eddie and Venom are laying out on a beach together and they watch the sunset. Now that's actually pretty cool if you ask me. But like I said, there are a lot of friends from all over the comic book universe that have good things to say about the sequel. But don't let it be said, and don't let that fool you, because Venom 2 is just a silly, disposable comic book movie. Even though it might be a story of two consciousnesses, bickering from the inside and the outside, doing that well still has to work. That's all up to the performance of Tom Hardy, and Hardy is getting more praise from the critics, as also the fans. And the movie might have Venom and Carnage in the title, but Eddie Brock is the real star here. Now, another friend of ours from Comic Book Universe, Eric Davis, also tweeted, "Tom Hardy is fantastic in Venom 2, the film that gladly and madly leans to a darker, hilarious tone and then some. Definite natural-born killers vibes from our villains, but it's ultimately Hardy who steals every scene of the show, with a one-of-a-kind performance that's so much fun to watch." Now that's really cool too. But in summary, Venom Let There Be Carnage ridiculous? Almost certainly, but however, it's ridiculous in a way that is, at the very least, enjoyable more than anything. Because as movie watching experience, and possibly beyond this, it's at least as good as the first movie, and quite possibly it's better. Now, that's because maybe all you have to ask is, Venom 2 opens in theaters on Friday, which is just a couple days away, guys. So that is why it's so important, why Venom 2 is so big in comic book universe right now. So that is kind of more the reason also why I want to talk about Venom today, is because with the movie coming out this weekend, I figured you guys probably would want to know some heads up news about our favorite hero, Venom. If you guys like this content, please hit that thumbs up button. I like to see you guys express your feelings about the new sequel for Venom 2. If you guys are going to see Venom 2, also drop that down comment below. And also, I want you guys to make sure you have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Because, today is Wednesday. So, again, I am probably going to promise you guys that I am going to probably be doing some more content for you guys. Like I had said in my prior videos, I usually am pretty good about promising you guys some content. So I'll promise you guys and my fellow subscribers and fans that I will hook you guys up with some of the nicest information possible that I can find from the web relating with the comic book universe. And again, like I say again, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.